Ellie and the Windkeeper's Violin. One quiet dusk, as Ellie wandered along a cliff path, she heard a sound unlike any she'd known. It wasn't bird song. It wasn't wind. It was music, distant, slow, and aching, like the wind was remembering a lullaby it had once known, but forgotten how to sing. The melody pulled her upward, literally. A gust of wind caught beneath her feet, lifting her gently into the sky. "Whoa!" she gasped, clutching her bag. But the wind held her steady, as if guiding her. High above the clouds, floating stone bridges stretched between canyons. Ancient towers floated mid-air. This was Aravelle, the realm of wind and sound. And at its center sat a crumbling amphitheater, vines wrapped around its pillars, empty seats whispering in the breeze. On its stage stood a lone figure, tall, draped in a sky-blue cloak, with long silver hair flowing like smoke. He held a violin, but the strings were broken. "I heard your song," Ellie said softly. The man turned. His eyes were full of storms and stillness. "I am the Windkeeper," he said. "Once, I played the skies into balance. Every wind, every breeze, every calm, all danced to my violin. But when sorrow came, my string snapped and silence fell." Ellie looked up. The clouds above were frozen, motionless. The wind had stilled. "What happened?" she asked. He looked away. "I lost someone, and with them, I lost the will to play. Now the winds sleep, and the world forgets how to breathe." Ellie approached the violin gently. "Can it be repaired?" He nodded, barely, but only with 3 strings woven from truths, the string of memory, the string of courage, and the string of joy. Without hesitation, Ellie said, "I'll find them." The Windkeeper pointed to 3 bridges leading from the amphitheater. Bridge 1. The Hall of Echoes. Ellie entered a marble hallway filled with old sounds, laughter, crying, lullabies, and whispered dreams. She found a golden thread shimmering in the air, wrapped around an old music box. She opened it, and a lullaby played. It was the first song her mother ever sang her. Her eyes welled with tears. "This is memory." The thread wrapped itself into a shining string. Bridge 2. The chasm of cries. The winds here howled, fierce and painful. In the center was a mirror. Ellie saw herself, not brave, but frightened, doubting, tired. She stepped forward anyway. "I'm scared," she whispered, "but I keep going." That's courage. The storm calmed. A second thread spun into existence, strong and unbreakable. Bridge 3. The Garden of Lost Songs. Here, birds flew with no music, flowers swayed with no rhythm. She found a vine-covered harp, silent for years. Ellie plucked 1 string and laughed. It made a silly, wobbling sound. Then another, and a cheerful tune played. She danced. She sang nonsense words. She felt joy. Laughter echoed through the garden, and the final string appeared, light, bright, and glowing. Back at the amphitheater, Ellie handed the strings to the Windkeeper. He strung his violin again, slowly, carefully. "Will you play?" she asked. He hesitated. I don't know if I can." She took his hand. "Then let's play together." He smiled. They stood side by side. Ellie closed her eyes, placed her fingers on the strings, and the 2 of them played. First a whisper, then a note, then a melody. The clouds stirred. The air danced. A breeze lifted her hair, warm, alive. The wind remembered. As the final note echoed, a soft rain fell, not sad, but healing. The Windkeeper bowed. "You brought back my music, and in doing so your own." He handed her a small flute. "Whenever you need the wind's help, play this. You are part of its song now." Ellie tucked the flute into her satchel. As the sun rose over the floating canyons of Aravelle, the wind carried a brand new tune across the world, written by Ellie and the wind.